Hello! Hi there! It's me! It's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you for finding some time in your day to join me for a lot of Mortal Kombat 1 news and information. There is just a lot happening for us today, but as you can see, I am always multitasking. Whenever I am not playing the game, I have my turbo controller build just pounding away at these stupid mastery requirements. So, since yesterday, I have completed... Oh boy, who? I completed Smoke, Katana, and Melina. And today I started with Shao Kahn, and here we are, just picking up triple flawlesses here on Triple Threat without having to press a button. I get a lot of hate comments about the turbo controller, which was very surprising. And by the way, I'm going to delete your hateful comments. Things like, why do you even bother playing the game? Blah, blah, blah. Like, trust me, like, you don't want to be pressing these buttons over and over all the time. Joints get weak. You know, the synovial fluid is readily depleted from the joint, and then you have arthritis. Or your arthritis gets worse. Oh, boy. I am not into that. But I am into getting rewards for no effort. So, yeah, that is one of the things that we're going to be touching on. There are some rewards for no effort available in the premium shop. Quite exciting because Mortal Kombat 1 has decidedly to show its true colors in terms of monetization. Oh boy. Because I think MK1 / NRS / WB games to really get on the good side of absolutely everyone within the first weeks of release, aka influencers, games review outlets, to make sure that they're not seeing anything like super bad. They kept the shop, I think, fixed. It was static for the last 2 weeks, or maybe it's gonna change every 2 weeks, who knows? Or maybe it'll change every day because there's a daily 24-hour countdown on it. That's what I was anticipating. It changes daily. Because I would like to see what they are intending to sell to us through the premium shop. Unfortunately, I did not pick up those gear pieces that were on offer from the first seasonal offering. First premium shop offering of the season. But if you want Deadly Alliance Scorpion, it's there. They're charging you for nostalgic skins. It really hurts that it's just not a free unlock. Like, why not make that a secret fight reward for doing the seasonal tower? Why do I just get some ugly orange Shang Tsung skin for beating the tower at the most absolute of difficulties? I'm so confused. Okay, anyways, let me go get my controller. Let me turn off the turbo. Let me go to the shop. We're gonna go make some purchases. Cause guess who got Time Crystal or Dragon Crystal? This guy.
Brutality. General Shao wins.
Could you tell when the turbo controller stopped? It was then. Okay. Woo. Alright, so we're rank 25. That's pretty good. We've only had Shao Kahn going since, like, 5? It's like 7:30 now, so 2.5 hours. I guess he also had like an hour before, so 3.5 hours. We're at level 25. We've got 10 more levels to go, and then we're done. I really like the idea of just being done. Yeah, I just want to get everything. That's how it is. Okay, so let's go to the premium shop, main menu. Very, very cool. So, premium shop, it's offering Illinois Johnny. This is what they're calling him. Indiana Jones Johnny. For me, I can purchase this thing for 60 time crystal, dragon crystal. We're going to do it. Purchased. Now we have the matching shades to go along with the outfit. Had to do the same with Dark Sindel. You could get all of the skins from the shrine, but the gear piece you would need to purchase. For 60 time crystal, that's not bad. Okay, well this is the Deadly Alliance stuff. I mean, it looks really cool. I feel they put a lot more effort into some of these, rather into making like good costumes for the base game. Really love the flamey head. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow, a skin that adds such crazy particle effect. Imagine facing that in Combat League. Wow. I mean, that's a really cool skin. Well, we are... Well, let's hold off on purchasing. I want to find out some things. Have you guys got this Shang Tsung voice announcer? I'm really surprised that the Shang Tsung voice announcer is not available for free. Okay, let's go to settings. Let's see who we have as voice announcer.
Fight. Action. Fight. 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 Action. Fight. 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 Action. Fight. Fight. Fight.
There's a Sindel one.
Fight. Fight. Action.
And a Shang Tsung one, but they're charging for it?
Action. Fight. Fight. Fight.
I really don't like Liu Kang voice announcer. Johnny's pretty good. Geras is good. Default's kind of lame. Default is lame. We're gonna go with Johnny. He's good, right? Everybody loves Johnny. Okay, and wow, there's also other items. Like, check it out. How don't we have this? Why doesn't it say where to acquire? These are actually cool ones, cool gear pieces. Some of them. They're glowy. Like this one for smoke. It's got like a purple glow effect. This one, it's giving me like MK11 vibes. I think that's an MK11 mask. Crisp Killer. It's very crisp. It is very glowy. They actually have beautiful things in the effing premium shop. To purchase 6 of these things, this is gonna be, wait. Let's do math. Oops. Can I do math? 3 times 6. It's 18, right? I want to say it's 18, but I'm uncertain. Okay, and there's no featured gear piece here. It's just like blank box. Come on, store. Step up your game. You really want us to be spending money on this stuff? Wow, you can purchase Cameo, Unlock, and Havoc? Oh, and they make it super easy to purchase the Dragon Crystals. Look at this. You don't even have to go to the PS4 store. You can just purchase right here. In-game. Oh, yowzers. Oh, yowzers. So, 1,800 Time Crystal, Dragon Crystal, whatever. So, 1,250 plus 500, that takes you to 1,750. So, not even just 13 plus 6 will get me enough time crystals to buy all of the gear pieces from the shop. I would have to take that up to 12 plus 13, $25 of investment to get those gear. I'm not buying the gear pieces. They can keep their effing gear pieces. How dare they charge so much? I know, blah, 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 inflation, blah. But it was 210 time crystal in MK11. Here it's 300. And they're asking for you to purchase. Let's see if we can find it again. $25 of these crystals. How dare they? Well, thankfully I have like tons of time crystal cuz, you know, I've been turbo boosting. But yes, NRS is very shady, I think, in this delivery of a premium shop. Definitely not changing the premium shop once when people like GameSpot or IGN or any of them are making their reviews. They keep it static. But like, you know, 2 weeks in, now it's fair game. Let's start swapping it out. Let's rake in the time crystal, the money. I wonder if they keep track of players' dragon crystals, where they acquire it from. Like, if you pay for it or if you get it from in-game means. Because I've got a lot of time crystal just from completing the fighter masteries. But I don't think it's going to be enough to purchase absolutely everything. And I really, 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 really wish they would just tell us where this stuff is from. Is it from Combat League? Is this a premium shop exclusive? Or is this going to appear in the shrine later? Because Illinois Johnny, Dark Sindel, these are from the shrine. Nothing to purchase. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of feelings here. But also, it seems like there's a lot of feelings everywhere. Because apparently, MK1 is getting, like, review bombed. We are going to be talking about some things. This is going to be a very interesting live stream. Because we've got a lot of other things to be discussing as well. But let's take a look at the Deadly Alliance skin. Let's also see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining. 38 of you here. Whoa. If you're enjoying the live stream, please leave a like. It really helps out with the channel. Night Shadow, Marvel greatest fan. J4, hit the like on the way in, please. I totally agree. Hello, my friends. I like your YouTube picture. Thank you. It's a bunny. Holy S. Gotta pick up the Deadly Alliance skin. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, this is definitely cool. This is definitely better than anything in the base game. His head's on fire. It is amazing. He doesn't have a face. He's got no nose. Or he's got, like, Michael Jackson after his nose fell off. But yeah, this is very, like, amazing. Beautiful. I love the detail of the oversized metal studs. Oh, is there clipping? There is clipping. Do you see that? His spear is going through the outfit. Why do they spend so much time on making so beautiful things, but they don't make the physics of the fabrics realistic? Maybe that's really nitpicky of me, but it's clipping through his outfit. That is not physically possible. The physics of reality are not being respected. This is PS5 game? You sure? Wait, you sure? Please confirm. Please confirm, but I do love the outfit. The outfit itself is looking very cool, very nostalgic. Love the head. He's giving great head. Love it. Okay, so let's see the other colors. Oh, this one's nice. I do love yellow and black. Anything yellow and black on Scorpion. Well, I don't like the red trim on the inside. But yeah, maybe perhaps. maybe perhaps we could have this. I think there were a little bit of red accents on the original. I'm trying to zoom in. Let me zoom in. Or is it black trim? Oh, it's black trim. No, no red. Yeah, you know, like alternate colors, I would like it if it was, you know, like a true like reverse color situation, but as you can see, it's not. Interesting. We got an all white version with like a cream sash. I like it. I mean, there's not anything to dislike about it. But is this another situation of where I purchase Funkera, Brasilia, Tanya, and other people just get it for free? Are other people getting this skin just for free? Because this was certainly not in my inventory. This was certainly not in my inventory. In fact, you know, let's just close the game. Boom, boom, boom. Look how many hours. 239? Thank the Lord it hasn't been me. Thank the Lord it's been the turbo. But wow, a Deadly Alliance Scorpion is looking so nice. I just wanted to restart the game. Just see if maybe something changed in the premium shop. I probably should have done that before making purchase. But yeah, would love to know if you have the Shang Tsung announcer voice. I think this was kind of the dream for MK11. To have Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa be the voice announcer for matches. That would have been so cool. That would have been amazing. Okay, Balmari. I love this one for Melina. I don't want to purchase it, though. 1,800 dragon crystals. I can't call them time crystals because prices are inflated here relative to MK11. Not fun. But I did purchase, you know, this scorpion one. Let's see the other colors. Oh, the black and gold is really nice. MK11 or MK1 rather is I love some of the silver outfits, some of the gold ones. Some of them are not as good as the others. But I do appreciate the general aesthetic of making everything shiny. Shiny and pretty. So yeah, I'm getting shiny and pretty vibes from this. This looks very nice. Ah, okay. This one. I don't care for this one. This one is for people who like this season of outfits, of like orange. Season of orange. Who wanted that? Not me. They didn't even go with just all yellow. They went with like just ugly clashes of yellow, red, and orange. This is what I'm getting from this. This is not that great. And once again, like the other outfit, it has clipping issues. Yay. You pay for this skin and it can't work properly. Oh, that's great. Thank you, NRS. And this one's just awful. I hate the blue. I find that particularly egregious. If you want to have it like red, yellow, orange, okay, but why the blue too? You're just missing the green and purple, and then he's just LGBT Scorpion. Tee. Yeah, I'm not like super in love with this one. This one's whatever. But like the original, there are like I would say like 4 out of the 6 are good. I would say 2 are great. The original and the gold one. I really like the gold one. In fact, we're gonna wear it. Let's see if we can do something with it. If you're getting this skin, would love to know if you're actually playing with it, if you're enjoying it. If you played the original Deadly Alliance and you're like, yay, this is fun. I would love to know. Okay, so did I put it on very easy? I don't want very hard. This is my combo. That's me mashing buttons. Okay, give me the move list. We've got brutality. Okay, so back forward 4 or down back 3. Final hit, hold 3. Well, that sounds easy. Oh no, this is just practice. F me. Darn. Okay, let's go to learn. Wait, no, not practice. Versus. That's what I want. Oh, I'm excited to see our brutality with this skin.
Scorpion. Reptile. Hanging Gardens.
Ooh, he looks so good. He kind of looks like Havoc. Let's be honest. Remove the particle effect. It's like Havoc face, more scorched, plus particle effect. Look, it's his booty. You know, I haven't really taken the time to appreciate some of the things in this. No, bad boy. I held 3. F that. F that. Some of these brutalities. I think, oh, it's saying hold 1. I thought it said hold 3. Practice, it said something else. Or maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I don't know my finishers. Oops. Let's see the victory. I wish there were more victories. There's 4 victories in MK1 at least.
Take 1. Action.
I really want to see this one. F me. Oh wait, he loses his fire. Oh wait, that's what the fatal blow looks like on him. This is actually good. Oh wow. Yeah, brutality. Oh, it looks cool. It definitely looks cool with the brutality. Because his whole body's on fire. Plus his head's on fire. It's like super fire. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. Wow. Nice. Alan, sit twice on here and you haven't gotten back to me. Why? Oh no, extend you with questions. What questions do you have? Let me know. I don't see your questions here. I just see you here now. Why you facts? Hello, Lonnie. It's not loading the DA skin for me. I've got over 3,000 dragon crystals too. Close the game, restart it. Maybe it'll refresh the shop. That definitely helps too if you're trying to get the discount on the Illinois Johnny skin. J4, I'd pay for the Tekken announcer voice. I agree. I agree. Meadow, is the only way to get unlimited dragon crystals just buying them? Yeah, I don't know a time crystal glitch here. There's only dragon crystal glitch. No dragon crystal glitch as of yet, unfortunately. 1,800, it's a lot. They're asking for a lot. I bought the scorpion skin, the voice announcer, and Smoke's mask. Now I'm out of crystals. I'm on buying all smoke stuff. I don't know. I mean, maybe. The mask is nice for smoke. It's like purple, glowy, looks cool. How many crystals so you can get without buying them? No, you have to you have to buy them apparently. I don't know if this is going to come later in the shrine. That would be cool. I already spent all of my crystals on Brazilian and B1. I love B1. I was trying to figure out what to call Mexican Sub-Zero. I've just been calling him that, but B1. I like it. I just got the Dia de Muertos skin. Now I don't have enough for Scorpion. Oh no. Kasich, I wish we can see if these skins are shop exclusive. Do we really need to spend money on crystals to get them? I totally agree, Kasich, because, like, there was a nice thing in MK11 where you could see where the item was obtained if you don't have it unlocked. And even when you unlock things here, it doesn't tell you if it's like from the shrine, from Combat League, from invasions. It doesn't say where. So I find the UI here to be lacking. Very lacking, unfortunately. Let's take a look at Tanya. Because, like, here, some of them say unlocked in story mode, unlocked in character mastery. Like, why can't they have this for all of the gear pieces? Because they know where it comes from. They could just put the information in the game. But they don't want people to know. And even the data miners, like, all they can tell you is what's in the game. They can't tell you how to unlock it. Unless there's specific rewards tied to an activity, that's probably in the code. But, yeah. Things like in Combat League, that's not programmed into the game yet. Or future shop appearances. Yeah, that's not in the game yet. John, hey Dave, where did you get that skin? The shop. Thiago, hey, just arrived. Is this in the game already? Yes, this is a thing that is currently in the game. I don't think I put on his mask. Is that the Deadly Alliance mask? I don't know. Let's take a look here. How do I turn off randomize? There we go. Okay, so our mask, we've equipped it to be something. It's not showing up on the skin. But I'm pretty sure the bundle comes with a mask. Oh no, I can't even see because I purchased. Once you purchase something, you can't see what's there. Isn't that kind of lame? In MK11, I guess MK11 did the same thing. If you had it, it would say already purchased. Wouldn't give you details anymore. Yeah, better UI would make this whole experience a lot more palatable. I'm actually kind of surprised, like, for a shop, they would just leave, like, a big, ugly, open, empty box there. Why? Put something there. Surely, you can design something pretty to entice people to buy the things within. Anyways, let's put our turbo controller back on. We have got a lot of things to get into today. This was just part 1. There's a lot of stuff going on today. But there has been a lot of, like, I feel, botched release situation going on with Mortal Kombat 1. There's been review bombs, controversy. So we're going to be taking a look at this stuff. But just give me a second. Let me get this turbo back up and running. Okay, I'm back. So sorry about that. You can see the turbo controller is great. I don't have to press buttons. I'm getting my XP without worrying. There's an average of 2 flawlesses per match with using the turbo controller, which is just good enough for me. I know people, like, I hate these comments that I get that are saying things like, brutality better, it's quicker. Yeah, but that requires pressing lots of buttons. I don't want to press all these buttons. That I recommended using a turbo controller for MK11. This isn't something new, but people are acting brand new to the situation. Okay, we got triple flawless here. This is great. Let's just take a mental note of what level we're at, because I would like to see where we're at by the end of this stream. So I think we're level 25. I can't tell. That stuff is so tiny. So tiny. But I'm not too sure if you guys noticed with that triple threat. With all endurance matches, actually, in the matches, it's not working as it used to prior to the patch. So with the patch, when you kill an opponent, there is hit confirm animation, which kind of like interrupts your kameo usage from the beginning of the next round. It's annoying. I don't know why they did that. They're trying to make it harder, maybe. Sometimes, sometimes my Shao Kahn's getting triple flawlesses. Sometimes he's getting 1 flawless. This is true for a lot of the characters when using this build. But yeah, I find it amusing that they tried to, nerf people from using endurance matches. That's shocking, shady, stupid behavior. As you can see, this is what I like to do in my spare time. I listen to musics. Let's close that. I don't know why that's there. Do you know Modern Talking? I love Modern Talking. They're so good. They're like an 80s electro pop falsetto duo. They're beautiful. I love them. Okay, so I have here Mr. Alucard's YouTube channel. This still pains me. I feel for him. So Mr. Alucard, hopefully you guys are familiar with him. He's a pretty sizable YouTuber here. He's got almost 58,000. Let's subscribe. We're subscribed. 58,000. We're that one that put him over to 58,000. But he deleted everything off his channel. No more videos about Mortal Kombat. And if you were following him just a couple of months ago, he had lots and lots of Mortal Kombat stuff. All the way back from MK11. He was posting things about the game. This is a guy who's a fan of the game. Warner Brothers copyright strike his videos. He got strikes, on YouTube. It's that system. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Mr. Alucard definitely felt the need to delete everything, given that he got 1 copyright strike against. This 1 strike had 1, 2, 3 videos. It's really, I find this kind of behavior from WB and NRS to be disgusting. Why treat an obvious fan of your franchise in this way? And I mean, this, I feel, is not a good look, because there are eyes on the internet. People are seeing, and this is just not fair. I mean, poor Mr. Alucard, and the stuff that he got the copyright strike on, the irony is that this stuff all has a Creative Commons license reuse attributed to it. So it's all very it's all very So I feel like NRS has sort of botched the whole pre-release situation, especially with all of these DMCA takedowns. But it seems like the game was really, really rushed. There is an unused tag mode within the game that you are currently playing, whether it be a digital copy on a console or a physical disc, there are other game modes on there right now that you cannot access because you are a player and you do not have the privilege to access the things that you actually may have in your physical possession, like the collector's edition. I have the collector's edition. I haven't done an unboxing yet. We will at some point. But it's kind of wild to believe that I pay $350 to have a collector's edition and I can't access all the game modes. So this video is from someone named Ermacker. He is a modder. He is super cool. We're gonna subscribe. Leave a like. But he made a video here about an MK9 like tag mode. And I think it's like important to see what they have inside the game. We're gonna watch it first, then I'll give like commentary. Yes, because I would just like to see this whole thing. I'm nervous. No, we can't just see the whole thing. But yeah, I don't want Ermacker to feel like I'm just reusing his video without adding content or commentary. But yeah, there is clearly problems here. The cameo system, to me, it looks like the cameo system was something that came later in development, and they were originally planning to make MK1 into a tag mode game. Tag character can be swapped with the cameo button without any limits, and it also updates the move list. So this varies from a cameo, whereas the cameo just appears briefly on the screen, goes away, doesn't actually do anything really. I mean, some things. But you can actually play with the tagged in fighter. So the move list actually changes. You can have 2 fully playable characters. And it looks like it's a mode, I'm guessing, but I think perhaps, like Ermacker has called it a mode, but I think perhaps this is what they intended for the actual MK1 that we have never gotten because they gave us this instead with the cameo feature. Could you imagine how cool it would be to play with playable cameos if the roster was essentially, Armageddon sized and everyone was there and you could play with them? I think that would have been so much cooler. But they realized they couldn't do that and they scrapped this whole system, cut down the move list to just a couple of specials, and then called it a day. It sounds like they were going for a more elaborate strategy, and then they had to dial it back, because whether or not they had the resources or the talent to actually accomplish this successfully, this is the question. Yeah, so dude is just showing off that the move list changes as you swap characters. Like, the combo numbers aren't that great, but it's proof of concept that you could do so much more if you had playable cameos. But this tag mode would have been so cool as a PvP mode. Why is this on the game and we on the console can't access it? People on the PC, they can mod it and then see this, but this is really crazy. Okay, all right. He's doing all this stuff. If you want to see the whole thing, you can go see it for yourself from Ermacker. Love Ermacker. Wonderful video. He's really great. I support. All right, but yes, Mortal Kombat, I feel this whole release situation has been relatively bungled, botched. It seems like there's a lot of like things that are happening that are wrong. And I think like even if you're having fun with the game, like just have fun with the game. No one's telling you not to have fun with the game. I have fun with the game. I have my turbo controller going off a million miles a minute. A million button presses a minute maybe. But yeah, like I think it's you got to keep your eyes open. Be woke to the situation around us. So yes, I was quite surprised to find out about this. This is an article from The Gamer. I'm not a huge fan of these game review outlets, but I was very interested on this topic. As you may know, Cold War Scarlet is not a thing in the game. In MK11, it was removed. They replaced it with Cold Scarlet. No war. No reference to Soviet-era Russia. USSR. None of that reference. Yeah, and it seems like MK1/NRS has also jumped onto the bandwagon of just like hating Russia. Whether or not that's good, that's like a different story. I think we can all agree that war is not fun. Maybe in a video game, but war isn't fun. But what is also not fun is penalizing the citizens of Russia, fans of the franchise who wish to play the game. And clearly, there is a population of Russians who want to enjoy the game, given that there was Cold War Sonya in MKX, Cold War Scarlet in MK11. These were pre-order exclusives first meant for Russian players and then were later extended to the entire European region. So or in the case of MKX, absolutely everyone. I don't know what they're doing about Cold War Scarlet. They're not giving it to us because they hate Russia. And MK1 is not released in Russia. If you're in Russia, there is absolutely no way to just directly purchase the game. You would have to do some like VPN sponsored by Surfshack or whatever they're called, in order to change yourself to a different country, then make your payment that way to maybe get it to play online. But wow. Tagline here says, Mortal Kombat 1 players in Russia and Belarus say they can't access online play or pre-order bonus despite being able to in the stress test. What? NetherRealm has seemingly blocked online functionality for Mortal Kombat 1 in Russia and Belarus, joining the boycott put in place following the invasion of Ukraine last year. However, players in these regions say that they were able to play online during the stress test and therefore bought the game expecting to be able to use these features on launch day. Wait, so they weren't... Wait, so they took the Russian people's money, but they're just not letting the Russian people play the game? That's criminal. That is so criminal behavior from WB. Like, what is going on? How can they do this? Okay. The Metacritic pages for Mortal Kombat 1 are flooded with frustrated players complaining that they can't claim the Shang Tsung pre-order bonus or even play through Invasions mode. I guess you wouldn't be able to without an online connection. I guess all you can really do is story mode, and you better hope you like that story. It doesn't seem that NetherRealm or Warner Brothers Games warned players in Russia and Belarus that this would be the case, leaving fans in these regions frustrated, spamming the Metacritic pages with 0-star reviews. Good. Good. How dare WB do something like that? That is so shady. So grimy. I can't believe that. It's really unbelievable. So now WB backtracking. They now clarify on their... You have to dig for this. This is not on the front page. This is not easily accessible, but this comes from WB Games support, where they issue an official statement. Mortal Kombat 1 is not available in Russia or Belarus at this time, and I think now there's something on the Twitter, something to the effect that it's not available. But how can you give people access during the beta, pre-order beta? How can you give them access to the stress test knowing that they're from Russia, and then not allow them to access Invasions? Clearly they sold the game to people in Russia because they're not able to access Shang Tsung. So they must have paid through one of their retailers. And the joke is sanctions on Russia are ineffective. They're still making profit off of the sale of oil. So what's going on here? It's virtue signaling. This is what it is. NRS and WB Games, they're making bets on the right side of history. And rather than creating a good game, they are looking to improve their social credit and appearance in the public for the purposes of shareholders and profits and good credit ratings. And this is... It's just terrible, especially the execution of what they've done, because people are unable to get things that they paid for, which is wild. And I can't say that I'm surprised. I always come back to this, the story and voiceover director. You just take a look at his Twitter. He is the guy who developed the story of Mortal Kombat 111X. They are politically charged, and it's because the dude is politically charged. I don't care about politics. Just give me a good game. But you scroll through his Twitter, you're going to find less about MK1 and more about his political views, which is, Oh yeah, wow. They've officially said that MK Onslaught is a thing. I already played that months ago. Very crazy. So, before we get into the next topic, let's just see what you guys are saying. Really crazy times, I think, for NRS to be treating Russian players. I think we, as players, should sympathize with that. Especially, imagine that you pre-order the game and you don't get the pre-order bonus. Or you order the collector's edition and they refuse to ship it out to you on time so that you can get it in time for early access release. I'm speaking from this with personal feelings. Okay, J4, the white and cream combo is pure sauce. I do like the white and cream Deadly Alliance skin. It's good. When I get that skin, it will be defaulted. Ooh, very cool, John. Lonnie, oops, the comments jumped. Reloaded the game, and now the skin and Shang announcer. Hell yeah, very nice. Deadly Alliance Scorpion, great skin for him, but still sucks I couldn't find the Kung Lao Dragon Fighter skin at the crypt. It will be there again in 5 months. I'm so sorry. I haven't been checking for crypt events anymore. Because the turbo controller, he's just doing everything. I don't want to interrupt him. John, been having Blair, I guess a blast when I can actually play. Got the 5 million point trophy. Very nice. Very nice. J-Force also having a blast. Cool. L, there's a third row of gear pieces you missed looking at. Wow. That makes it worse. I don't even want to look at them. That is so surprising that they're expecting people to pay for so much. That one guy, do you know what the unlock condition you need to fulfill for secret Shang Tsung fight? Use the Challenger medallion purchased from the shop in Sundo Festival. Yes, that will allow you to unlock all of the secret fights. Okay, Kasich, did you see there are also some Scorpion skins in the MK1 Time Dragon Pack in the collection section of the shop? We'll have to go back to the shop towards the end. Yeah, I think I missed some things there. That sucks. John, that Kano laser doing work. I know, right? He's just playing the game for me. Kano laser is king. I agree. Friendly reminder that Crypt event Raiden is available now. Oh, wow. Great, Leo. am not playing MK11 at the present moment. Although I will say I have been playing MK11 on PC. Combat League. It is fun. I really do enjoy it. Okay, so they also made this thing. They being WB Games. They created a I don't know what this is. A pat on the back? It's really curious. So let's see if we can... Here we go. So this is called Mortal Kombat 1. The reviews are in. They say, thank you for joining us as we traverse the path that lies ahead. We've only just begun in MK1. Okay.
It has begun.
Oh god, it's so loud. It's so loud to me. I don't know if it's loud for you guys. Are they serious with this? The best Mortal Kombat game to date. Are you serious? Video Games Chronicle. I feel like MK1 feels so bare bones in terms of player customization. Unfortunately, there was more design in MK11. MK1, I was hoping that there would be more design. They definitely spent resources, money, capital, labor on designing all sorts of gear pieces and skins for you to collect from the base game at release of MK11. And here with MK1, it is such a reduced quantity. I love the dress-up simulator aspect of any game, player customization. It's really important. Stephanie says player customization is achieved through choosing your kameo in Combat League. No, this is not the best Mortal Kombat game to date. MK Deception, I would say, is pretty tops.
Inferior clans who will fall to the Lin Kuei.
One of the greatest fighters of all time. Oh boy. Why? I would say Killer Instinct is really fun. More fun than this. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not seeing it. How are they saying these things? One of the greatest fighters of all time? All time. Can these people take a seat? God is a geek. I've never heard of these people. That's like those people who say that God is like a lesbian or something. God is a geek. Video Games Chronicle. I don't know who these people are. Okay. Oh, it's this thing. I know that thing. It's very easy. One of the best fighting games of the modern era. I disagree. I really want to spend more time with Street Fighter 6. So like this is just really it's propaganda. This is what it is. I can't think of another word to describe this.
There will be spoils in this war.
We must keep your secret.
I found my destiny.
The voice actor for this dude, best part of this trailer. Buy it now, except for Russia. Buy it now, except for Russia. Okay, very cool. So this trailer situation, it's lies. It is so lies. And I think like it's turning a huge blind eye to the situation that is unraveling on the Switch version of Mortal Kombat 1. It is so shocking what happens on the Switch version of Mortal Kombat 1. So we have another video here. This one's coming from IGN. This is their review of the Switch version of the game. And I think like IGN, these gaming outlets who do review for games, they are very important for the casual gamer, people who will just pick up a game on a good recommendation from IGN. There are people like that out there because there aren't people who want to like go on the Reddit or go on the Twitter, aka people who have a life. So they rely on the IGN, and I'm so surprised that IGN gave this review for Mortal Kombat 1, and it's nowhere talked about in their little trailer.
When I first heard that Mortal Kombat 1 would be skipping the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles,
This guy's gamer tag is Jurassic Rabbit, so maybe he's related to me.
but would in fact be coming out on the Switch, my first thought was, surely that means that it's going to be one of those cloud version only.
Look how ugly it is. I don't even think MK11 looked this ugly on Switch. And I mean, this is running on the highest definition that we got from IGN. This looks like PS2 graphics, not even PS3. That's an insult to like Final Fantasy 13. It's so beautiful on the PS3. Call of Duty on the PS3 was beautiful. This thing is like heavy texture blurring. Heavy texture filtering. Have you seen what the Switch version looks like? I think once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then when you look at the PS5 version, you can't imagine, like, you have to imagine what it looks like on Switch.
Games like Resident Evil Village, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and so on. But I was wrong. Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch is a straight up port.
This looks like a huge pile of dookie. I know it's supposed to be coins, but it's brown and it looks slimy. It doesn't look shiny.
Running directly off of the Switch hardware. And yes, that is
not the eyes. Look at this. Look at this eye. The eye face. Oh my god. Like, when you see this face, I can't see Johnny any other way on the PS5. This is how he looks. My lord. And they were working what they had to work with in MK1. And I think in MK1 you're seeing it here on the Switch. All of the faces in MK1, they are basically the same. There is really no difference between a lot of the faces. Maybe some have more chins, maybe some have more lips, but a lot of their eyes, a lot of their bone structures is pretty similar across the characters. All of their eye holes are the same, and it looks that way on the Switch. It looks terrible. Look at the texture. Look at Johnny's shirt. At least there were textures in MK11's Switch. I should know. I played it.
That is as bad
I own it.
of an idea as it sounds.
Oh my word. Them and their effing music.
Critiques of it. Long story short, MK1 is great. There are exciting
MK1 is great. I don't think so. Invasion super short, story super short, fighter mastery is such a bore. They couldn't think up of a quest. They couldn't think up of objectives. Contrast that to with Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6, you have NPCs of the different characters on the roster in a 3D explorable world. They give you quests. Cammy makes you go take pictures of pussycats. Because Cammy really likes pussycats. DJ texts you and, like, writes you a love song. Like, I mean, you actually interact with the characters in Street Fighter 6. You get to learn them. You kind of have, like, parasocial relationships with them. Here, this is not a great game. No. How do they get away with saying this? So IGN, really, they are corporate shills. Just in case if you didn't know, they are.
changes to the gameplay formula in the form of the kameo system. The fighting itself feels fresh thanks to some smart tweaks to how combo.
It don't feel, for me, I don't know. I mean, I guess I need to take some time and complete tutorial, go through practice, find my Tanya combo or whatever, because I clearly don't know any combos yet. But I need to do that yet. But I think for a large portion of the player base, they are single player focused. They don't care about doing 500 plus hit combos to delete a life bar. That take too much time to learn. People are just gonna do uppercuts. I know this because people leave me comments saying triple uppercut brutality is the best. Blah blah blah. No, it's not. That's a waste of time. But yeah, no one cares about this. Like, I don't know. I think only pro people who really enjoy PvP will care. But I think for the average player, people don't care.
Combos are structured, and the story mode is fantastic, even if some of its online features feel outdated and the invasions mode doesn't quite land.
The invasions mode doesn't quite land. Do I detect criticism from IGN?
And the invasions mode doesn't quite land.
Oh, wow. They don't like invasions? Surprise. Surprise. I mean, it's okay. The talisman system is probably the most interesting thing about it, and WTF, it's a talisman. Once again, the comparisons to Street Fighter 6, I cannot stop myself because it's such a fun game. But the augment system there is contained within gear pieces that you wear. So the effects of the talisman are things that you see in combat. Whereas when you use a talisman, it feels like an effing consumable from MK11. Can they make up something new, please?
Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch can claim all of those things too, but the technical limitations.
Except MK1 can't place invasions. IGN's lying, or they didn't do their research. But people on the Switch cannot play invasions. What are they talking about? You can't enjoy all of that stuff.
Limitations of the hardware make experiencing them feel like you're trudging through whatever sludge reptiles.
What? I'm so sorry. What's happening with Jean-Claude Van Damme's head?
Of the hardware make experiencing them feel.
Oh, he's got like blonde hair, but he looks bald.
Trudging through whatever.
It looks so bad. Jade has gray hair in MK11 on the Switch, so I kind of expected lighting to not be a thing in MK1's Switch, but for the textures to look so bad and for them to not be able to have like more than 2 polygons on the screen, it's amazing. It's amazingly bad.
Called out of.
And you know what's really shocking? They did not tell people anything about what the Switch looked like or what it did in the promotion of this game. Fooling consumers, fooling customers, fooling their fan base who is on Switch into buying an objectively inferior version of the game. Look at Reptile's mouth. Just look
Crunching
at
through whatever
it.
sludge Reptile crawled out of.
He has his chin here. His mouth is open. So between the two different positions of Reptile with mouth closed and open, they couldn't find a way to remove the bottom part for the mouth open phase. Wow. This is like shockingly bad. I mean, I was bothered by the spear clipping through Deadly Alliance Scorpion's pants, but this is way worse.
Let's get the most obvious knock against it out of the way first. It looks abysmal compared to the other versions.
It looks like a PS2 game.
Character models lack detailed textures. The expressive facial animations of the current gen versions are highly
The flyby is too
to
much.
say the least. Clothing,
The flyby transition is too much because they look so stupid.
and sometimes even skin.
What the F is this? He's got Mr. Fantastic's stretchy dick, and it's going straight into Sub-Zero. It's impaling Sub-Zero.
And
What?
constantly
I'm
stretches and
so
goes through
confused.
body parts, and every so often,
Whoa, the faces are so cursed. They have no soul, no expression. Like they could have given some of the expression from MK1 console version, PS5. Could have put it on the Switch cuz it's too much on the PS5. Like on the PS5, you have the problem of characters being overly expressive, overly animated, but here they're just dead, lifeless. Look at this nipple. It's so PS2. There is no level of detail here. Look at the polygon count. Singular. 1 angle, 2 angle, 3 angle, 4 angle, 5 angle. 6 angle. It's shit.
you can see straight through them. Those absolutely gorgeous stages that I praised in my other review.
They wasted their time on designing these stages. You know why? Because they made this game for pro players. They made this game to be showed off at tournaments. They're hoping that this, when I say they, I mean NRS. NRS is hoping that this is finally going to bring MK1 to front stage at EVO, but it's not. Because no one cares what's happening in the very back of a stage during combat. Sure, it looks beautiful, but let's face facts. It could look even more beautiful if it was on Unreal Engine 5. Imagine if they had developed this game for modern gaming technology, because Unreal 4 is running on PS4. You can run Unreal 4 games on PS4, and there's no way you're telling me that this PS5 version of MK1 can't also play on PS4. These are lies.
Looked like they had a heavy Gaussian blur filter applied to them in Photoshop and briefly made me think that I needed glasses. It's bad, but also this isn't a huge surprise. The Switch was an underpowered console.
It is a huge surprise, because MK11 doesn't look no way as ugly as this. In combat, especially.
When it launched 6 years ago. And truthfully, if this was the worst of Mortal Kombat 1's problems, I'd still be able to recommend it because
If this was the worst, he'd still be able to recommend it. I guess, maybe. If you really wanted a portable experience or, budget, yeah, sure, you could still play it, but it's not. What the hell does that
even
look
though it
like?
would look-
Like, this looks so stupid, this stage. What is this floor? And keep in mind that the lead art director for MK1 is a texture artist first and foremost. So he made this for MK1? Of course, he's going to say that he wasn't involved because they put it all off onto Shiver for the port onto the Switch. But imagine, NRS and WB could have spent the resources to make a PS4 port, or they could tell the truth and shame the devil by coming clean about the fact that this was a PS4 game originally. The move list indicates it.
bad, it would still play great. But the issues go far deeper than just skin. Before you even get into a match, you've got to deal with egregious load times lasting on average about 40 seconds.
What? 40 seconds loading time? It was pretty bad on MK11 Switch. But to wait a whole minute for just getting into a match, it's unbearable trying to wait that long in matchmaking. So imagine that plus matchmaking issues. Because guaranteed, there's not going to be a lot of people playing online on Switch. I think MK11 Switch had an install base of 2 million. PC has 2.9 million. Or maybe it's a little bit more. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's like 3 point something million. Somewhere there. 3 million. You're going to have longer times in matchmaking. So add that to the loading screens. It's ridiculous. They call this next gen game. There is so many loading screens in PS5 version of the game too. Like going in between the different fights on a tower takes so long.
This is made all the more noticeable by the fact that the character select screen is designed for you to quickly and seamlessly go from here into the match. On the other versions, you select your characters, they clash, say a quick 2 lines.
Yeah, I also hate that you can't skip this dialogue. It's part of the loading screen. They've taken away so much player agency in this game. The ability to make choices. The ability to choose what kind of gear pieces to wear on your outfit. They've taken away the ability to choose between 3 different options of gear pieces to just 1 option for gear piece. And a lot of the options are reskins, because that's what they did in MK11. They're doing them here too. But then to also take away the option of to have the intro dialogue or not, and then it's like salt in the wound that these intro dialogues are noticeably weaker compared to MK11. MK11 had some really good intro dialogues, but the dialogues here are just...
It's a dialogue.
You're late, Earthrealmer.
Not my fault. My train to Busan got delayed.
And when they set
It's so punny. It's not funny. It's so stupid. Who are they writing for?
separate, you're in the match. On the Switch, they clash, say a quick 2 lines of dialogue.
So far, I've got no signs of Tarkon.
Perhaps Earthrealmers are immune.
Perhaps Earthrealmers are immune. They're hypothesizing. They're not having witty repartee.
And then stare awkwardly.
It's not Gilmore Girls. It's not Gilmore Girls level of dialogue. Do you remember Gilmore Girls? That just came to me right now. You know, the mom and the daughter, they used to like talk way so much. They were very witty. Anyways, wow.
At each other for about half a minute, while textures pop in and out all around them. I'm just gonna let this play out so you can get a full sense of how bad it actually is.
This is a long-ass loading screen. And it's so weird because they're touching. Like, it's getting kind of sexual. And they're looking into each other's eyes. Each other's misshapen eyes.
Loading pains are felt the most in both Invasions mode and...
Wow. Look at Scorpion. Look at his eyes. These are the things of nightmares, my friends. It looks terrible.
play. Invasions is particularly bad because it's designed for a ton of quick bouts that you're able to generally steamroll through in order to collect rewards like new gear pieces, skins, etc. At its best, it's already pretty grindy and slow-paced, but when you add on the fact...
You know, these people don't know what grind is. If they grinded for all of the variation icons, I could maybe see that they understand what grind is. If they grinded for a god roll RNG gun from a looter shooter, I would say that they know what grind is. They don't know what grind is. They're taking just a cursory glance at the game and they think it's so grindy. Heck, I've completed the game. There's nothing for me in it. What is there left to do? Tutorial? Do the character fights? I haven't unlocked the different character endings. Arcade endings. We'll have to do that.
fact that you're frequently spending more time waiting to get in and out of a fight than you are actually fighting.
Look at Katana. Her hair looks like a mop. It looks like a mop. It's not cute.
It becomes
Dirty gray mop.
straight up joyless. Ranked online play is especially frustrating because of the fact that every match is a first to 3 set, and despite
I love that they're calling out the first to 3 set being frustrating. Finally, something IGN and we agree. Yay. But yeah, first to 3 sets in Combat League. Totally annoying.
playing with the same characters on the same stage with the same cameos, it still takes about 40 seconds of staring at a black screen in between each match of the set.
Wow. So like on the PS5, it does have like some like weird loading time trying to get into a match on local or against a friend. But rematches are quicker, but it sounds like rematches here are not quicker on the Switch. That is shocking. I hope people who bought this on Switch asked for a refund, because this is refund worthy.
Too long to wait when you consider that you're also waiting for matchmaking.
Wow, look at the low texture of trees on the Switch version. This looks like what we got on the PS5 for trees in Invasions. Well, it's good to see that they reused their assets somewhere. I think for sure Invasions looks bad because they were developing for the Switch as well. Or perhaps this was some mobile game that they thought to make into a console game. Yeah, there's a lot of bad textures on the Switch and in Invasions, which is really surprising because like that's on the PS5. Like it should look good in Invasions, but it doesn't.
Waiting for opponents to accept matches, and occasionally even waiting a moment or two for fatalities to happen.
Why does this look like it's not even from PS2? It looks like it's from N64. Like, what's going on here?
But the real kicker is the actual performance of gameplay during a fight. There's a lot of slowdown that affected my timing and led to drop combos, similar to how it would feel if I was playing online with bad netcode, only this was playing locally against the CPU. But it is something that I felt to a certain degree in pretty much every match that I played. There's also a couple of weird bugs I encountered, such as Lee May's lantern disappearing after a certain amount of time in the air, Serena's Dre boomerang cameo attack doesn't return, which makes it essentially useless, and the list of combo trials isn't at all like the list from the other versions, with most characters getting 6 challenges instead of 7, and some characters just getting 1. If story mode is the only thing that...
Why would they not be able to port over the combo trials to Switch? Is it because the same physics are not capable in gameplay? But I think, like, I'm not too sure if this guy says it later or if this is from somewhere else that I have heard this. But frames are dropping in the game. Oh, yeah, I think it's from Digital Foundry. They did a review of the MK11 Switch version, and every time you tag in a cameo, the game drops from 60 frames per second to, like, 30, 20. The game really chugs on the Switch whenever you pull in a cameo into the match. So I'm surprised IGN did not say anything about that, because that is why gameplay is so noticeably like bad, as the guy says.
But it is something that I felt to a certain degree in pretty much every match that I played. There's also a couple of weird bugs I encountered, such as Lee May's,
yeah, we
all
got
like
the
the
bugs.
list from the other versions, with most characters getting 6 challenges instead of 7, and some characters just getting 1. If story mode is the only thing that you're interested in, then you may find some value in MK1 on the Switch.
Blah, blah, blah. Story mode. Yeah, I don't care about story mode. It does look pretty nice on the Switch. Not a lot has been sacrificed, but these are pre-rendered movies. Of course they're gonna look great. Which is also why it was real shady of MK1 when they released that official game announcement trailer. All they used were beautiful cutscenes and no gameplay.
The cutscenes are...
Also, there was things like in the cutscenes and the gameplay that they showed that we never see in the real game. Like, barren farmland. They're toiling under the sun, teleporting to a farm field. Like, we don't see that in the game. Lies. Everything's lies from NRS. And I think, like, that should not be surprising, but I'm drawing attention to it because there are lies.
Pre-rendered and look great, even though the switch to in-engine fights is incredibly jarring. And the problem with long load times is mitigated due to the fact that you're just watching the story as it loads. But if I'm being honest, you'd probably be less frustrated just watching it on YouTube. Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch is nowhere close to the bugs make the Switch a state, and certainly not at a price that's
3. Finally, a review that's accurate from IGN. I am surprised. IGN says that this is worth a 3 out of 10. Awful. Cannot recommend. I feel like if you have limited money, I don't think I could recommend MK1 even on console. Especially if you have limited budget and you have to buy a new console. It's just not worth it. I am so surprised. Okay, alright, so let's see what you guys think about the Switch version. Could you imagine playing on the Switch? I will probably get the Switch version when it goes drastically discounted, because I just want to see and experience how bad this game is on Switch. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Please do leave a like. It really helps out. Wow. Lots of comments. I was surprised about the lack of design in MK1. You so funny, bruh. OMG, thank you. The Switch version, yeah, it should make everyone mad. Because how can they do this to our fellow players? Like, we all have friends who play on the Switch. And to think that this is the experience they're getting, and then the experience is not all that much better on the PS5, to be honest, because you're just grinding aimlessly to collect fighter mastery. What's the point? Honestly, the best thing about the game are the glitches and exploits. But NRS, as soon as they find out, they're patching them. That's why we keep them secret in the fam. A lot of people are out there looking to put out these glitches and secrets. I'm not. I just want to enjoy them for myself and pray that they never get nerfed. Okay, $70 down the drain. I know. A proper pile of dookie. Nightmare fuel. Switch should not have happened. If they're going to put it on the Switch, they should have put it on the PS4. They're greedy enough to go after the Switch player base. Why not the PS4 player base? It is because the financial incentive of making people purchase new Xboxes, new PS5s to play the console version of MK1, they were getting enough financial kickback from that they didn't need to worry about the PS4 player base. It is not a question of resources, because WB is a billion-dollar company. Crazy. I'm happy at least it released on the Switch because I can't afford a PS5 or Xbox right now. I totally agree, Travis. And I think for that reason, like, if all you have is the Switch, totally have fun with it. Enjoy it. Because I would as well if that's all I could experience. But I think, like, you should take solace in the fact that even if you could experience it on the PS5, it's not that great. It's not that great. And dude calls it on YouTube. If all you care about is the story, just watch it on YouTube. You don't need to play the game. You can just watch it on YouTube. Leo, the life cycle will probably be over for MK1 by the time I can afford the console to play it on. No. You might be very accurate with me. With that. Jason, hope all is well. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I got the Scorpion bundle, but wanted the Shang Tsung announcer voice. Do you think there will be other options to get premium items other than dragon crystals? We had a whole talkie about that earlier, Jason. But, I don't know. NRS be shady bitches about this stuff. They're not telling us. Jeremy, what's up? I can't with these graphics. Okay, that was funny. Damn, this is so bad. This is amazing. W stream, proper cursed gameplay. I've actually gotten some instances of cursed gameplay on the PS5 as well. I'll probably make an upload of it, but when you record MK1 on the PS5, it does a bunch of really cursed paranormal things. I don't know why. Things that would not even be physically like possible, what I thought. Are they 3D models? The game sucks. Maybe. Recycled from Injustice. I know, the Clash thing. Variation icon grind. Yeah, I went through it, brother. I've been there. I've spent 10,000.5 hours on MK11. I know grind. There is not enough grind in MK1 because the developers were too lazy to make actual things to grind for, which is shocking. They've locked it all behind this games as a live service model, which is like they're trying to be the next Destiny. They're trying to be the next Fortnite with this kind of behavior. And I've played Destiny 1, I played Destiny 2, and when Destiny 2 got too greedy, I left it. And I'm worried. I'm worried about MK1 because we're seeing new premium shop today. Who knows if it's not gone by like a couple of days. And then there's new stuff to purchase. I really would like them to tell us where things appear from in the game. They at least had the decency to do that in MK11 Premium Shop. Looks like SmackDown here comes from the Pain PS2 graphics. A 94% sham in Borderlands 2. Now that's grinding. I see. Yes, there's real grinds. I don't think that this game has real grind. Street Combat. 1st to 3 is too long. It should only be 2. I agree. I don't mind having to use the same character for KL, though. I suppose, because Street Fighter is like that as well. But I do like the option of having choice. And the fact is that MK11 allowed the player to have choices. And when compared with MK1, we have no choices. So that is sucky. That's not fun. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's fun. If you're having fun, like, have fun. I'm not telling you not to have fun. But for me, it's not fun. Maybe it'll grow on me. I'm entitled to change my mind. Joe, I hope I can get the Scorpion skin before it disappears. I only have 340 crystals. I would recommend just getting the Fighter Mastery done. Get it complete. You get lots of Dragon Crystals from all of the Fighter Masteries. I have 10,000 or so. No, 9,000 now because I spent it on the Deadly Alliance Scorpion. But yeah, I feel like those gave me like a lot. We can't refund on Switch, and I'm not bothered by the looks. It looks amount of bugs it has, and no invasion content. I agree, Flames. It sucks that you can't refund it though. When did it arrive there? Today, not too long ago. If you recall, days reset in Mortal Kombat 1 at 6 p.m. Eastern. Contrasted with MK11 being reset at 11 a.m. Eastern. So the reset's happening later in the day. Okay, I check it because, yeah, just refresh the game. It'll be there. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot. I'm glad Shang Tsung has an announcer voice. Yeah. Why don't you all admit the gameplay sucks? Corey. Love you, Corey. I'm not like a huge fan of the kameo system. I'm still trying to get to terms with it. Maybe I'll like it. You know, it's like I don't know. But I definitely have had more fun playing Mortal Kombat 11 Combat League than I have had in MK1 gameplay wise. Yeah. I'll admit it. I'll admit it, Corey. I'm not afraid of that. Street, I got the Liu Kang announcer voice. Forgot how I got it. I've been playing as him, though. The Liu Kang announcer voice comes from Profile Level Up. I'm pretty sure. I would love to know about Shang Tsung. I'm going to have to get his fighter mastery done overnight and see if you can't get his voice from there. That would be really good. Anyone having items not loading in MK1, close the game, refresh. It'll work then. Okay, so wow. I mean, like, MK1 has been somewhat of like botched release, botched promotion, and I think we as the players, as consumers, should feel slighted by NRS because they effectively lied to us. They did not tell us anything about what was happening with the Switch version of the game, and surely they knew. That is why they released no gameplay footage in the promotion of the game. As well, they did not tell us at all about invasions. They knew long and well ahead of time what invasions was like. They did not include it in the pre-order beta for us to play. They provided that information only a week prior to release, when people would be least likely to get a refund on their pre-order. It's shocking. It really is shocking what they have been doing at NRS and WB Games. And on top of that, there has just been a number of glitches in the game that have really ruined the player experience. I myself really hate the fact that the first 2 weeks of the game, they could not put the proper brutality inputs. But all of the correct brutality inputs were available on the web. This is from WB Games support, where they provided brutality move list inputs for basically all the characters. It bothers me that they put General Shao in alphabetical order here. He should be with the G's, not the S's. It's not proper. Also, it provides no information on the cameos, which had a number of incorrect move lists. Also, not to mention, Shujinko gets no brutality. Why? What are they doing? So the brutality situation has been a mess, I think, from day one. I'm glad that they fixed some of the things, but I don't think they fixed all of the things. I'm uncertain. We're going to have to experience all of the brutalities at some point. So yeah, we're going to have to see the move list if everything has been corrected. But when the move list is incorrect, why even bother playing the game? Why even bother trying for a brutality if all of the information is incorrect? Why even bother doing a tutorial when the way that they write the move is incorrect? Making things like a basic combo string seem like two separate basic attacks. They could easily fix this stuff. There is no way that they spent 4 years on this game and they did not have someone proofread move lists. This is a lie. This is a lie. They did not spend 4 years working on this game. I wish they would be more honest about these things. Clearly, we know that they have lied in the promotion of the game. Did not tell us what invasions looked like. Did not tell us what you're grinding for in invasions. Throw away talismans. That's how you can define it, because most of the talismans you get, you're throwing them away. So why? Why do they lie? Why do they lie? The glitches are so bothersome. Once again, we're returning to Switch. This is more official information from WB. They're telling us Invasions mode note to ensure the best possible experience for Switch players at launch. Only the introduction for Invasions will be available. What is so terrible about the mesas from Fengjian Village onwards that they have to take away portions of the game to make the experience better for the player? It's counterintuitive. It don't make sense. It don't make dollars. It don't make sense. Unfortunately, it does make sense for NRS because they can slap a new game out of any quality, call it Mortal Kombat, and make money. Because people are going to buy the Switch version because they're going to get lied to by NRS and not told what the Switch version of the game is going to look like. And the only way to get actual information is to dig deep on the WB Games support website. I am well familiar with it because I've been digging through it for years now at this point. But to have this kind of information just locked away, like, this should be notifications in-game. Tell people in-game. How could you not tell people with a notification in-game that move lists are incorrect? Please don't waste your time. They just don't care about the players. They're covering their ass here on this website of WB support, but they're not actually servicing the players in this games as a live service, which is terrible. And the way that they decide to give you a better experience is by taking away game modes. How does this make sense? The full breadth of Invasion Season 1 content will be available on Switch in a matter of weeks. Not days, weeks. And in the matter of weeks, the season's gonna be, what, 2 weeks? It took me about 2 weeks to be able to beat the seasonal tower comfortably without having to try. I could only imagine what the grind is like on Switch if the loading screens are a minute long versus our 5 or 7 seconds. And even 5 or 7 seconds on PS5 is too long because other games, instantaneous. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause Switch players and are working to make this update as quickly as possible. Lies. A matter of weeks? You've been working on this for 4 years. How does it take you weeks to add one of the vanilla game modes into the game? On-disc DLC. That's what this is. On-disc DLC. Paid beta test version. That's what we had to do to get the pre-order beta. It's a paid beta. We paid for this beta of Mortal Kombat 1 to be delivered to us, which is shocking. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Also, they want a virtue signal so hard in Mortal Kombat 1. They make Tanya Wakandan. She is Black Panther inspired. She is African. Do they care about the African players? No, they don't. They say here, we've seen that some players are having trouble playing MK1 online in Africa. We want everyone to have the best possible experience and are looking at ways to resolve this issue. We'll update you as soon as we can. The same BS that they're giving Switch players is the same BS that they're giving African players. They're going to make Tanya look the way she look, be the way she is. But they're not going to care about the true Africans, the real world Africans. They're paying lip service in the story mode. They make these girls lesbian, but we don't see them kiss. You may or may not be a part of the LGBT. But for me, I love to see LGBT representation. I'm devoted to RPDR. You better lip sync for your life. But I'm so shocked that their form of LGBT inclusion in the game is like a casual hand shoulder touch between Tanya and Melina in Melina's chapter. Are you kidding me? I don't even think it's Melina's chapter that they have that tender moment. But that's called queer baiting. That's when you try to get the gays on your side by saying, hey, they're gay, and not actually make them gay. So they're disrespecting the gays because I feel disrespected. They are disrespecting the Switch players. They are disrespecting the African players. They are disrespecting the Russian players. They'll take the Russian players' money, but they won't let them play with their Shang Tsung DLC. And for people in Africa, You can't play online. This affects virtually everything of the gameplay experience. Well, good. They'll pay you lip service in the story and give you racial inclusion by having Tanya be Wakandan. But they won't actually make it playable in Africa. They'll give you lip service, LGBT inclusion, and make the girls lesbian, and not actually have a meaningful lesbian romance. Last of Us is better. Last of Us is better in this regard. And people be calling this the best Mortal Kombat game to date, the best fighting game of all time. Lies. People are lying, and they are blowing hot air up other people's butts. And the delusion is strong, and I refuse to be deluded. I may be on my own conspiracy theory, on my own conspiracy island, but I gotta call a spade a spade. They're taking people's money, not delivering product, under-delivering on the LGBT inclusion that they purported within their stupid character bios. F them. Because I'll go back to it. Here we go. We've got Tanya. Because, like, Tanya is supposed to have, like, this really interesting story. Like, even story director says Tanya is the most different. Oh, it doesn't even scroll properly. As an Umgadi, Tanya is sworn to piety and chastity. That is why her bond with Princess Melina, were it known, would cause a scandal. I mean, I think Kitana and Melina talk more about the lesbian relationship than Tanya and Melina, which is shocking. Shocking. They were advertising this. This is queer bait. They were advertising this to the LGBT. Hey, you're gonna get your lesbian queen, your Yas queen moment, and I did not. I did not get my Yas queen moment. I got nothing. So this game is just a sham, I feel. It's a shallow sham. I'm not telling you not to have fun with the game. If you're having fun with the game, good on you. I'm having fun too, but the way I'm having fun with the game is unorthodox and not playing it as intended. If I was to play the game as intended, I would be having a terrible time. I would be having a terrible time. But all of the glitches and secrets, they are actually really wonderful. Join the fam to find out the secrets. But I think, like, I didn't even touch on this. This player one unintended advantage. They have how many people working in QA? Please tell me. The QA piece of the credits is always the longest. How many more people do they need to be working and in charge of their QA? Stephanie Brownback is in charge of QA at NRS in Chicago. Why is she not finding out about these things? Because this makes the game unplayable. Player one unintended advantage. I have come to understand more and more about this because I was not aware of it yesterday. And to think that they made a patch to fix things, and they are not addressing the player one unintended advantage until Friday. Lord help us, what other secrets are being kept to be delivered in another patch on Friday? Do they test this stuff? How do we know that when they fix it, they're not introducing more shit to fuck up the game? Because it feels like this is likely, if you've been working on this for 4 years and you can't figure out that player one can stop player two from having combos. Mind blown. Mind blown. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. It is so crazy. So crazy. Oh, I think I think we saw something there. Anyone having an issue? Oh yeah, we got that, Travis. Street Corey. Mortal Kombat should be taken away from NRS and given to a better studio. I'm not sure if that would solve it. I'm not sure how much blame can be placed at WB or NRS. But clearly there's issues. There's devils in the details. Look at the details. You can just see it from WB. These are a bunch of CYAs covering their asses in terms of all of the stuff that they have broken in this game. Yeah, it's really disheartening. I mean, I want to love the game, but I can't ignore this. I don't think people should ignore this. Flames, 4 years on story building, 6 months on building game. Maybe. Joe, I wish they had dragon crystals earned in KL because I'm rank 7 and all you get is seasonal currency. Shake my head. I agree. Combat League is a definite downgrade from MK11. MK11, at least you were able to get premium currency. Can't get it in KL. Why play KL? Cara D, I agree with everything said today. I also hate throwing away talismans. I hope a combat pack gives more content, like a new mode, and skins, and such. Yeah, to think that there are unused game modes on the game that you're playing right now that you can't access because you're not on PC to run the appropriate tag. But there's an entire tag mode that people are missing out on. Like, what? I really think that this was the prototype of the cameo system, and they realized they couldn't make all the cameos playable, so they cut corners last minute. Because cameo definitely feels like an extension of this existing tag mode within MK1. Really crazy. Fly Phoenix, MK1 content looks so sparse and dry. My throat feels dry. Okay. Hello. Arctic Ice Frost. This is what happens when you try to bank on the name alone, corporate speak. I couldn't care less about my representation. Well, I wanted successful lesbian story, not the crap that they gave us in MK1. Successful lesbians. This is what I wanted. Yeah, we should be able to get dragon crystals in the Combat League. MK11 we were able to in that game. I know Street. I feel like you're able to get a lot of currencies too in Street Fighter 6 that you don't have to worry about premium currency. If you really grind, it feels like there's always somewhere that you could go grind, but unfortunate. Arctic, just entertain me. I agree. MK1 should just be entertaining. Our MK has always been second to Street Fighter. I don't know. Maybe. I like both. The Fiend, the last game that had such a terrible launch was No Man's Sky. Not even Cyberpunk was that bad. Is Cyberpunk any good? In my opinion, yes. You know, I've heard Cyberpunk is good, but yeah, the launch of Cyberpunk was rough, definitely. But I mean, I paid $350 for the game for the collector's edition. More so because I got the new console. I got the digital version. So why do we pay so much for a game that's clearly unfinished? Bare bones. Madrid, as someone from Africa suffering beyond hell with getting good matches, every match is over 225 milliseconds. Still got to Grandmaster though. Can't play with a friend on the same island as me 30 minutes away. It's 500 milliseconds. I'm so sorry, brother. That sucks, Madrid. I really don't understand. I think more people should be upset about what's happening in Africa. But clearly, a lot of people are shills, and they're just gonna be wanting to appease NRS overlords instead of actually confronting them. The Fiend, I'm pretty sure you will have fun with it. Ooh, Cyberpunk? Maybe. Secrets and MK go hand in hand, I guess, but the secret fight mechanic in MK1 where every node has a secret fight, it's overdone. It's way too much. Flames might get Street Fighter 6 if it goes on sale on Steam if it has good single player content. Honestly, I can't wait to get back to Street Fighter 6. I want to go back to doing tournaments, exploring World Tour. Aki is out now. I played with her today for the first time. Way more fun than I've had in MK1 doing anything. Aki is perfection. She is beautiful, she is feminine, she is seductive, she is femme fatale, she is devious, she is everything. She is the Yas Queen moment of Street Fighter 6. I love her. She's so good. Madrid, they shoving the issues in the mud and showing their fake review numbers. LOL. I'm so glad that you're here from Africa and you're speaking accurately to the issue. Because, yeah, here they are really caring about propaganda, trying to make the fanboys who have notifications turned on Twitter to let them know, hey, you just bought the most amazing piece of shit ever. You better love it. But don't look at Switch, don't look at Russia, don't look at Africa. Just don't look. And don't think. Don't think about the LGBT or the racial inclusion. Just don't think about it. Arctic. That's why I either skip on most games or wait for huge discounts. Aki looks awesome. I love that. I love Aki. Losing to her is amazing. Winning as her is amazing. It's her critical art is amazing. She's all around maybe one of the best things about Street Fighter 6. And she just came out. I'm hoping I have a moment like that with MK1 and maybe Homelander. I'm hoping maybe one of the DLC characters are going to be well designed enough to be likable. Because right now I'm still feeling like I don't really like anyone on the roster of MK1 except for maybe Tanya. Because she a lesbo. But I really dislike how they do Tanya dirty in the story. Like, she's just so useless. She's just a piece of meat to beat up. Anyways, okay, so let us go back. Let's go see what our turbo controller has been doing this past while.
Finish him! General Shao wins.
Wow, okay, so I hope you can see my game. We've been talking for like nearly an hour and a half. Oops, I'm just getting comfortable. Okay, so yeah, I was at level 25 when we started keeping track. And we're almost level 30. Look, we're just like a hop, skip, and a jump away from level 30. So over the last hour and a half, I went up 5 levels. And people be saying, do triple uppercut flawless brutality? I pressed no single button, and I got me some rewards. F the shills who say the game is so great and advise people to repeat a level 1 fight over and over. I advise you to do the fight, just don't actually play it, because that's a waste of your time. Imagine if I was doing that all myself. And imagine if I was doing that all myself, that 1 hour and a half. Sure, it could have been more experience with the flawless brutality, but I would have had way bad arthritis at that point. Okay, so let's see what I missed out on this premium shop. I kind of didn't see this stuff at the bottom. So there's a Gearus temporal anchor and a Reiko helmet. Oh my god, it's not 1800. It's 2400. Are you kidding me? It's 2400 to get all of the gear pieces. So let's go to the collections. Suck a dick. Suck a dick. I'm so sorry. These people need to suck a dick. 2700 dragon crystals. $30 to buy all of the gear pieces? Are you effing kidding me? No set of gear pieces is worth $30. This is inflation. This is highway robbery. This is disgusting. I feel a lot more worse about the premium shop, seeing that they're charging so much for some effing gear pieces. And they don't even have the decency to say where else you can acquire it in the game. MK11 is so much kinder. MK11 was a beta for NRS to see how much they could get away with. And they got away with a lot, apparently. Okay, so here we go. MK1 one-time dragon pack. Are you kidding me? Look at this font. Who the hell can read this font? Okay, give me a second. I need to get really close to the TV because I can't read that. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm gonna walk away from the mic. Hopefully you can hear me. This pack grants a one-time purchase of 850 dragon crystals, plus an exclusive scorpion dragon ballot with alternate. Okay, that was it. The rest is just some mumbo jumbo about PlayStation Network features. Oh, they'll care about the legality of their offerings for sure. But wow, I'm so surprised. I didn't see this. So they give you 850 dragon crystals plus 2 scorpion skins. Just give me a moment. Okay. I purchased it. I got 850 dragon crystals. Yay. But I want the scorpion skin. It better be in the game. Do I have to download something? Actually, if I had to download something, that would be more amenable. Maybe we gotta close it. Close. Open. I purchased the shit. It should be there. Oh my god. I'm part of the problem, guys. Please don't do what I'm doing. I'm doing it all for research purposes. Please understand. I'm not a hypocrite. Okay, maybe just a little. Okay, let's see. Can they calm down? They have collections for you to buy. And once you purchase the collection, it disappears. Just F this game. F this game sideways. Street Fighter 6, it may be greedy, but at least it's not hiding anything from you. Are they kidding me? Where's my skin? Where is my skin? Let's see. Why can't I play with it? Is it not downloaded? F. Of course there's problems when you purchase things, right? Oh, you can't even manage the separate game content. I'm like, oh no. Let's just delete the game. F. I really wanted to see the outfit. Don't tell me it's just a palette swap. Oh my god, it's just a palette swap. I paid $6 for 2 palette swaps. How genius. Aren't I smart? I'm so smart. This looks better than anything from the seasonal shop, though, I will say. I think this is a nicer looking gradient of red, orange, and yellow as opposed to everything else in the premium shop for the seasonal store. Yeah, it's not that bad. Let's see the other color. See, like, these are way prettier than anything from the season because you actually have a gradient of red, orange, and yellow. Not like that they're fantastic colors to be doing this with, but yeah, it looks better. And definitely like MK1, if you look at the logo of the game, there is sort of that gradient of like yellow to orange. But the red and orange on the trim of the outfit of the sash near the chest, it's not cute. Why is it not cute? Also, like, why does he have, like, a BDSM harness on? Like, why is there, like, a strappy moment around his shoulders? It just reads to me stripper. So when I see that kind of stuff, I'm like, where's the stripper going? What's he doing? Okay, anyways. Anyways, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Corey, this is the last NRS game for me. Maybe, perhaps. I'm not quite there on, you know, at the point of, like, jumping ship. I have hope that I can enjoy this game, maybe possibly through glitches. But I mean, like, the way that they be doing Africa, the way they be doing Russia, the way they be doing LGBT, I just can't support it. The way they be doing Switch. And then they're getting fanboys and corporate shills to defend this game with their dying breath. Like, that is not a mountain that you wish to die upon. Because NRS does not need your support. WB does not need your defense. They are billion-dollar companies. They have great resources and assets that they can do shit like take down Mr. Alucard. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to that. The music is insane. Yeah, sometimes the soundtrack for MK11, it's so peaceful, and then sometimes it's like hyperly aggressive. It's just not cohesive, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm sure you guys all know Mr. Alucard. He's been yeeted off of the internet, as the children would say. Like, I feel for him. Like, this is the company that's hurting your fans. Fellow fans. People who enjoy the game. They are copyright striking them, taking away whatever little joy that they have in making their YouTube videos. It wouldn't surprise me one day if NRS came knocking at me and said, hey, copyright strike, shut up. Please support me. Join the Jaded Bunny fam because, yeah, like I say, you never know. They yeeted Mr. Alucard. They could yeet me too. Especially since I'm not sharing the same kind of perspective as other YouTube people on YouTubes. Yeah, I don't know. I would really love to know what you guys think. But yeah, if you really enjoy our honesty here at the Jaded Rabbit, if you enjoy the kind of videos that we make, please consider supporting. Would not be alive were it not for the kind support of my brothers and sisters in the Jaded Bunny family. Much love to The Fiend and Terrence Rogers, our newest brothers in the family. Thank you, my brothers, for joining. God bless you. Also, much love to all of my other brothers and sisters. Munchin' Puss. I love Munchin' Puss. Matthew Wellman, Anthony G, Angel, James Shea, Kalila Crenshaw, John Feltner, Charlie Ravens, John Lee, John Clark, Danny Slaw, Energizer, J4, Among Us Gamer, GCXBU Gaming, Styles, Cara D, Kokomo Joe, AG Miller, Coffee Gamer, Lucy Little Thunder, Boots Alexander, Jonah, Eric, Blood Ferox, Glowy, Chaka Corn, Airy, Michael K, Darkside, Trokar, Mark Danny, O Gamer, Michael G, Swishbish, Ilkid, Snoopy Blind FGC, Albus Christus Mortis, Yuri Erdem, Calum, JJ, Dr. Eggman, Alina, Acenonics 85, Alan, Siderem, Ragnar, Rian Chaos, and Queen Melina. Thank you. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. Really, the support means a lot. Although I'm not greedy like NRS, I totally understand if you can't join and if you don't want to find out about all the secrets and glitches for MK1 that actually make the game fun. If you don't want to join, that's okay. But maybe you could leave a like you're here at the end of the video. It really would help a lot to get information out there that I think no one else will touch with like a 10-foot pole, because no way True Underdog is talking about what's happening in Africa. No way Dynasty cares about what happens to people on Switch. So yeah, if you could just leave a like, share with a friend, that'll really help a brother out. Also, maybe consider subscribing, because then you can participate in the live stream chat. Isn't that fun? Lots of fun. But yes, let's take a look at what you guys are saying. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Thank you for being here. Street, I am waiting for Akuma. Aki's amazing. I am so happy for Aki. I love Manon. Cammy cakes. Cammy's just delicious. I love Cammy. There's a lot of delicious ladies in Street Fighter 6. Okay, Tanya never did anything incredible in MK, lol. Jade is better than her. I know Jade is better than her, but Jade's not here. I don't know who else to like. Flames, I've been using your Kano strat, Infinite Flawless. Love it, fighting Geras in tutorial. Yeah, I love it too. But, people don't realize. People want to say, oh, do triple uppercut brutality. That's a lot of work. I did no work, and I got to level 30 with doing nothing. I'll take that any day. Thank you. Street Combat. I want to get RoboCop when it comes out in November. That's in November? RoboCop looks to be a great game, too. I agree, Street. Can you show me how your premium store option look like? Okay, interesting question. Doesn't it look the same for everyone? Maybe not. Joe, I only get Liu Kang gear from the shop. Refresh the shop. Leave the game, close the game, restart it. You'll get the updated shop. Dave, this is robbery. Also, Dave continues to buy their scam products. It's for scientific purposes. I'm a nerd. I need to find out absolutely everything about the game. You've got, data miners, you've got modders, then you've got me. Joe, it's the palettes for the default skin. Yeah, I figure. It's dumb. How do you get the Fire Skull Scorpion? You purchase it. You come to the premium shop, you purchase it. You come here, you spend 1,000 time crystal, then you get it. Then you play with it. That's how you do it. Madrid, the gameplay itself isn't really the issue, apart from the player one thing, but everything else is literal cash grab, oxygen content for real. Not oxygen content. Not Oprah Network. I love it, Madrid. Okay. Joe, I hope they don't yeet you. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Join the fam. It really helps. It's harder to shut down something that's bigger. Fox, a best character to learn from the noobs and daily working folk. I think, Sub-Zero's pretty good. Raiden's pretty easy. Same goes with Smoke. Those characters have really easy to pick up combos. Jason, aw, thank you. Dave is the best MK tuber. Aw, thank you. Joe, I mean only to get Liu Kang gear from the shop. Oh, I'm not certain. I'm not delving too deeply into the shop lest I get tempted into purchasing $30 worth of gear pieces. F them. F them for making me feel bad that I did not purchase the previous offerings from the last 2 weeks. The Fiend. If NRS were smart, they would put closed shoes in the shop. They would make millions. What? I agree. I would love closed shoe options for all of the ladies. I don't need to see everyone's toes. Why do I need to know what Reptile's toes looks like? Lucci, can you play me 1v1? I'll donate. LOL. Join the fam. We have King of the Hills where we get together and we have not only 1v1s, but we all fight within the fam. It's lovely. It's probably the best thing about Mortal Kombat. Okay, love you guys so much. I have got to get going, but it really means a lot that we got to spend this time together. I am praying for all of you to hopefully find some joy in this game. I will be searching for it with a magnifying glass. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.